All right, going across to my colleague Nalini now joining us live with more on this. Nalini, over to you. Please share more. Big news coming in from the Supreme Court that the three farm laws implementation at this stage has been stayed by the Supreme Court.
Well, absolutely. That's a big breaking news coming in. The Supreme Court, after the hearing yesterday as well as today, has decided that all of the three farm laws, the implementation of that will be stayed. But at the same time, the Chief Justice of India has made it clear that that this entire implementation, the stay on it is not going to be indefinite. It's not that the farm laws will never be enforced. And the second thing that they've said is that this stay will not be given without a side process, a process on the side going on. So it is for that process on the side to go on is why they've also constituted a 4-member committee that has the Supreme Court's given 4 names of the members who are part of this committee who are going to be now holding discussions with the central government as well as the members of the farmer union who of course are agreeable to joining these discussions to give the Supreme Court a better idea of what the situation is on the ground. Now the Supreme Court through the Chief Justice of India has made it very clear that they are not interested in hearing whether the farmers want to join the protests, the committee discussions, or they don't want to join the committee discussions. The committee has been set up so that the Supreme Court themselves can get a better idea of exactly what the situation is on the ground, because that situation is not being adequately represented by the few lawyers that are coming forth before the top court. So this committee is going to talk to the lawyers on the ground, get a sense of what they have to say regarding these farm laws, as well as the main concerns that they have and the changes that they would like to make. And it is only after that that the Supreme Court will get a report from this committee regarding all the discussions that have happened with the central government as well as the farmers, a committee that can go into details clause by clause of all of these 3 farm laws and give all the details to the Supreme Court, and then this matter is going to come up before the Supreme Court once again. So this is in no way end of the case before the top court. This is only an interim order that is coming in. A stay has been granted, which should not be seen as a win by the farmers, because that has categorically been asked by the central government that the Supreme Court, when the order copy comes out, records it in the order that this stay is not a win or a loss for anybody. It is simply a measure to ensure that a dialogue is taking place along with the committee, where an objective committee is going to sit, talk to the farmer unions as well as talk to the central government and try and bring some resolution to this entire 50-day standoff. So the Supreme Court officially stepped in, the committee has been formed, and now it remains to be seen exactly how soon the committee can start this entire process and the protests can be expected to be called off.
In fact, Nalini, another question to you. There has been a reiteration and a notice mentioned as by the Supreme Court as well on the tractor march that has been threatened by the farmer unions on 26th of January. If you can share more on that as to how the Supreme Court has mentioned that and also how they have suggested and replied to the notice of the Delhi police as well.
Well, in that regard, there was a very important submission that was made by the Attorney General before the arguments before the Supreme Court, where the Attorney General has gone ahead and said that this entire protest by the farmers has actually been infiltrated by the Khalistani groups, and which is why there is a legit concern regarding January 26th during the Republic Day parade that it might be disrupted in some way or the other if any of these people manage to enter the national capital, which is why there was a separate application that was filed, because even after Dushyant Dave had given a statement yesterday that no tractor rally was planned, there were protesters who came on record and spoke and said that there will be a tractor rally on the 26th of Jan, which is why the central government was then compelled to file an application before the top court asking for an injunction. An injunction is basically a stay, basically meaning that the tractor rally should not be allowed to take place on the 26th of Jan, because it's a very important day and the security levels on that day are going to be extremely high, along with the fact, of course, that the entire world is going to be watching India's Republic Day parade. So keeping that in mind, they had specifically moved an application, and now a notice has been issued on that application by the central government, which means that sometime before the 26th of Jan, we can expect for this hearing on this particular application to happen once again, where the farmers are expected to put their side forth as to whether or not they are planning a tractor rally, or whether or not multiple of them will come on record to say that a tractor rally will not happen. At the same time, the Supreme Court also put the onus on the Delhi police to take a decision on whether or not these protesters should be allowed to enter the national capital. Now, senior advocate Vikas Singh, who is representing one of the parties in the case, had suggested that the protest should be moved to Ramleela Maidan.
Right. Because in fact, stay with us. We have some more reactions coming in from outside the court as well.